we've seen from the previous slides, that the exploding geese population has a lot of consequences to it. So there are several management plans that are developed on the national level as well as the state level and local levels to try to control the population. So on a national level, there's controlled hunting. So in order to kill a goose or hunt for them, it's required that you get a license, and so they cap the license, so you can't overhunt the geese. As well as, you may have seen this just at schools or on agricultural land, there's a lot of figures or noises, such as that, to try to scare the geese away so they don't come towards that land. So even though that does not, I guess, decrease the population, it keeps it away from farmers' land, so that could be beneficial for them. So on a local scale, just down the street in Denver, there was this past fall, there was a scheme to kill a certain number of geese, and then they gave the meat to the homeless or the families in need, and they capped that number as well so they wouldn't overhunt on that. But as you can see, there's some backlash towards it, but the opinions kind of differed, and it did help on the local scale in Denver, and several other states are considering a plan like this because it's killing two birds with one stone. It's helping their homeless population as well as actually helping the geese population as well. And then Bend Park and Recreation District, this is in Oregon, they developed a management plan that several other districts are using. So on their list, they have oil eggs to prevent fertilization, as well as public education to stop feeding the geese, and then to modify the habitats. This one, modifying the habitats is a bit more challenging since, like we said earlier in the presentation, the geese share a lot of our habitat because it's like their ideal landscape is our recreational areas such as golf courses, etc. Capture and relocate geese are also on this management plan. This is a little more tricky because, since we said earlier, the geese are very aggressive animals towards humans, and so ideally this is done by a professional, and you should not try to approach a goose and relocate them yourself. But this also doesn't help decline the population, it's just relocating them away from humans, which is very beneficial. And then last part is hazing, which seems very weird because you're supposed to approach the geese making loud noises and try to chase them away, which also could be very dangerous if the geese come and attack you. So if you try those last two options on the plan, I just advise you to be very careful. And then to conclude, Kai Bar will take it away.